Okay, so maybe you have mastered the one tube transfer and you're ready to take on the challenge of doing a transfer holding both tubes in your hand. If so, this is the video for you. Okay, first, as always, you're going to sterilize your loop. I hold my loop about 1 o'clock, get the 95% of the loop nice and orange. Then I'm going to pick up the test tubes. My hand. Actually, I probably would have done it the other way. Pick up the test tubes and then flame your loop. So let's start again. Let's pretend I was holding this. Now I'm ready to loosen the caps just a little bit. Notice I don't touch below the ridges. I'm going to loosen that one just a little bit and loosen this one just a little bit. You'll see why that's important in a minute. The other thing that's really critical is that the slants are facing me. Because if they're not facing me, it's going to be much trickier to see what I'm doing when I put that loop into the test tube, when I'm doing the actual transfer. The other thing that I always do is make sure the culture tube that has the bacteria growing on it is away from me and the sterile media is toward me, so that when I do my inoculation, I'm bringing the bacteria toward me, like that. Okay, so here we would go. You would hold the tubes, you would loosen the caps, and then you would flame your loop. Okay, now I'm going to remove the caps. I put my ring finger in between the two and remove the caps like so. See the nice angle I'm holding these test tubes at, so bacteria hopefully won't fall from the air. I'm going to sterilize them. Then reach in with the loop and touch down in one spot to make sure that the loop is cool. Then another spot to pick up the bacteria. Then go into the sterile tube, down to the bottom. I'm going to make a ski slope pattern all the way up to the top. Remove the loop, sterilize the mouths of the tubes, and now kind of bump the edge of each cap and then gently press them tightly on. I can safely put those away. The transfer is complete. There's still bacteria on here, and I can actually see visible bacteria. I do not want to create an aerosol, so I'm going to burn off that live bacteria at the bottom part of the flame. It's cooler down here. In the red part, there's a lot of bacteria on there. And then once that visible bacteria has been burned off, we're not in danger of creating an aerosol, which is a droplet of water in the air with live bacteria inside of it. And then I'm going to sterilize the loop completely. There, it was a little stubborn there, but we've got it all now. And then I will be able to lay this on the table. Do not lay it on the hose on accident, but it's safe to go on the table after you've sterilized it. Now, I was speaking during that transfer, obviously as I'm teaching you, but when you're doing transfers, you shouldn't talk at all, because you're moving the air with your speech, and then as the dust in the air moves around, bacteria could fall from the air into your test tube.